We're going to start with the main office and academic commons. Here is where the new main office would be from the parking lot view. You are coming into a new portico that would connect the new Center for Arts Education with a secure main office vestibule. We conducted a district security audit of the entire facility, and this type of vestibule was recommended. Visitors would be greeted by main office staff to determine the reason for the visit and directed accordingly. Once safely entered into the building, this would be the new main office area. As you can see, it would be limited to the main office secretaries while providing confidential meeting spaces for staff and the public. Let's travel to a new nurse's office suite that would be relocated to the front of the building so that visitors do not have to travel through the school to access the nurse, and first responders in a medical emergency would have quick access to the patient. The environment would be designed with a complete focus on patient care. Now we will be entering the new academic commons. This area would serve pre-K through 8 students and provide space for interdisciplinary projects and connections. As you can see, there are multiple rooms with flexible glass doors and flexible furniture. Depending on the nature of the projects, whether they be whole class, small group, independent study, or the community using the space, it would allow for the ability to tailor the environment to the experience. This particular area would be a makerspace where K-8 students can create, problem solve, and develop skills and talents in STEAM, from crafts to robotics, including the Little Bits educational tools that the PTO purchased for us, and the 3D printers purchased by the Cranbury Education Foundation. The academic commons could also be used by community organizations and clubs after school hours. Moving on to the middle school science classrooms, currently there is an inequity between the two spaces. The classrooms would stay in the same area, but get renovation and upgrades to ensure equity between both classrooms and support the continued implementation of the next generation science standards. Collaborating with high school science teachers and experts in the field will provide best practice recommendations for the renovations. Lab stations would be commensurate with high school expectations to promote a seamless transition to high school science instruction. This is a picture of our current cafeteria. It has never been renovated and is over 50 years old. The cafeteria will be completely renovated with a redesigned layout. The space will be a combined student center and educational space in the culinary arts. To your right, you will see a glass window. Students will be able to observe kitchen staff preparing meals. The kitchen appliances are at end of life and not energy efficient. They will be replaced with high energy efficient appliances with a focus on sustainability. The cafeteria will no longer be just a place to eat lunch. Students can come together here to socialize, meet for clubs, or participate in events. We would also renovate the connecting courtyard while maintaining the existing footprint. Sustainability again is a key focus, as Cranbury School recently received the prestigious Silver Award from Sustainable New Jersey, and we continue to move toward a more environmentally sound future. The courtyard floor would be semi-permeable in an outdoor eating area, which is one of the top requests we've had from students year after year. We would have a dedicated greenhouse which would serve as an environmental science classroom for K-8 students and relocate our existing aquaponics system to this space. This would increase the output of produce that could be used in school meals, sent home with families who experience food insecurity, and shared with local food banks. We could also begin a partnership with master gardeners in town who could work with students who have an interest or passion in gardening and environmental science. The classroom that currently serves as our industrial arts space will be relocated and redesigned as a STEAM lab reflecting engineering and architecture curricular offerings. The proximity to the Center for Arts Education will provide expanded opportunities to weave in physical and digital set designs, an expanded robotics program, 3D printers, and coding integration within this wing of the school building. We want the STEAM lab to move the district forward as education continues to evolve for students in this area of instruction. The current auditorium, or all-purpose room, has never been renovated and is over 50 years old. The Center for Arts Education begins with a separate and secure vestibule that could serve as a home for the Cranbury Arts Council, as well as display student artwork throughout the year. Professional artists could showcase exhibitions, while our own student artists could do the same in this space. A ticket booth and bathrooms behind the blue wall allow for outside groups to use the space, which would generate revenue for the district and provide the community with opportunities to enjoy performances by professionals, in addition to our student musicians and artists. Here we see a handicapped accessible ramp leading up to the dedicated performance space and learning lab. The area with glass windows behind the seats houses an audio-visual studio that can be used for instruction. We do not see the center as merely a performance space that is utilized a few times per year. While it does address the significant logistical challenges for both students and guests during performances, it also incorporates other areas of the curriculum beyond what is traditionally perceived as arts education. The Center for Arts Education creates learning spaces for graphic arts and design, public speaking, hands-on set design and stage production, enhanced dance education offerings and clubs, audio and visual technical training, costume design, and lighting and sound production. The possibilities are endless. A new auxiliary gymnasium would be built next to the existing gymnasium using District Capital Reserve funds. The purpose would be to accommodate physical education classes, morning arrival, and provide a location for inclement weather recess, all of which our current auditorium, or all-purpose room, does now. In addition, the new auxiliary gym would provide a dedicated space for the wrestling program, intramurals, a space for student athletes to condition as they prepare for high school athletics, promote health and wellness for staff with exercise equipment, and provide additional space for community sports clubs for use after hours, as well as space for Cranbury recreation camps.